Well, hey there, my friend. I'm so excited you're back on my channel. I can't wait to show you these 3 fall projects that I just know are going to make their way into your fall decorating. So our first stop is Dollar Tree for some fall leaves. They have all their fall foliage out, and it's just so fun to thumb through it. Try to find some realistic looking ones. I grabbed these and then ended up with this bundle. I thought they were a pretty good combination. So for the leaf bowl, we're going to blow up a single balloon, and the size of the balloon that you blow up is pretty much the size of your bowl. So in hindsight, I kind of wish my bowl was a little bit bigger, but it was my first time. So just know that the size of your balloon is going to be the size of your leaf bowl. Now, the first step is to take the leaves off of your spray or your leaf bundle and then get the assortment that you want. So the color of your leaves is only important if you decide that you are not going to paint the leaves afterwards, your bowl afterwards, like I do. Now, I put the balloon in a bowl just to hold it steady, and then I'm going to add a healthy portion of Mod Podge on the top. We're going to kind of go through this, and I'm going to show you the mistakes that I made and try to help you not make the same mistakes. So I started out this way, just adding a leaf, doing my best to get enough Mod Podge on there to make it stick. I was determined. And then a fabulous follower of mine told me that you take the actual plastic stems off the back. So here I am now removing the spine off the back of the leaf. It's actually really easy to do and made all the difference in the world. Now the leaf lays flat. So learn from my mistake. You definitely want to peel the spine or the stem off the back of each leaf and then add your Mod Podge and add it to your balloon. That is it. It is so simple. You just continue to add Mod Podge generously, I may add, as well as the leaves in the order that you would like to see them appear on the bowl. Again, just repeat this process, making sure that you are putting the leaf colors in the order that you want them in. I tried to start with the darker leaves towards the bottom of the bowl and worked to kind of make an ombre effect where the lighter leaves were at the top of my bowl, but you can just put them everywhere around the bowl, or you can actually use all one color of leaves. That is the fun and creative part of this project. Another idea that I had about halfway through the project was to create a separate place for all of the Mod Podge to go in, and I could dip these leaves into the Mod Podge instead of having to individually add them. But in the end, it did work out to individually add them. One of them, I think, was not covering a space on the balloon. Just be cognizant of the balloon and where your leaves are so you don't have any holes in your leaf bowl. But once you have it how you want it, you're going to use a heat tool very, very lightly from far away. We don't want to pop the balloon with the heat, but just dry those leaves thoroughly. Once it's completely dry, you are going to have the fun part, which is actually popping the balloon and seeing what your bowl looks like. Again, in hindsight, if I knew I was going to paint the leaf bowl, I would have gone ahead and done it before popping the balloon. But here is the dramatic effect of popping the balloon. It really scared me. And then look at how tiny the bowl turned out. This is just because it was a little bit damp still. And so if you let it dry for a few hours at least, you'll probably have a little bit different results. But I was able to grab that balloon out of there. And then again, at the last minute, I decided to add a little bit. At first, I thought it was going to be some hints of copper paint, but I ended up going a little heavy on the bottom of the bowl and then just feathering it out to the top leaves of the bowl. I really love this look of the metallic shimmer on this leaf bowl. Again, you can leave the leaf bowl the exact colors that you picked for leaves, or you can do this effect. I love it. It looks so pretty in with my fall decor. I'm kind of showing you the size and how it looks. This would actually, first of all, it looks cute on this flameless candle, but I think it would also look cute with a bottle of wine in it or a decoration for your table for Thanksgiving, however you want to do it. But this is how it turned out. Next project is a doily pumpkin. We are just going to use some simple supplies from Dollar Tree, including these paper doilies. I absolutely love them. You're going to need 3 for this project. Once you have them in the shape of a pumpkin, you're just going to use some low temp hot glue to adhere them together. And I went ahead and put the middle one a little bit lower than the side two, just to give it the illusion of it being an actual pumpkin. Then I added this copper paint. You know how much I'm loving the copper paint, with a little bit of bronze. And at first I thought, let me just try adding a little bit to the edges of this pumpkin. Now, I will tell you that my original idea was to just have a white pumpkin. But once I started putting this copper color on, I fell in love with the look. It is so much prettier in person too. So definitely stay tuned to see the reveal. I did my best to show it to you on video, but you're going to coat all of 3 of your doilies with this copper and bronze metallic paint mixture, and it's going to be a little bit wet, so you just want to be really careful with it. And then hit it a little bit with the heat tool, get it dry, and this is what we're going to end up. We're going to glue it onto our canvas. So once you have it how you want it, I added a little more paint. You're going to glue again with that low temp glue onto the canvas, and then find a little hook or something for a stem. I know you can get creative with that. I used this drawer pull. It ended up having a flat side to it, which was super convenient. And I added that just a little above the actual pumpkin to leave room for a fun bow. And then I decided to use this lace ribbon instead of that original plaid ribbon. And I just put a little zip tie bow on here. I thought it really paired well with the doilies. And then I decided last minute to actually twist them into kind of a curly Q look for this ribbon, and you can use the low temp hot glue to do that as well. Again, this is where it gets personalized. You do it however you want. And so this was my best way to try to show you the shimmer of the copper paint on this doily pumpkin. This is such a cute, fun, unique piece of home decor for my house now that I can use all throughout fall, from now until through Thanksgiving. I think it's great. Let me know in the comments below if this is something that you would try to recreate. Next project is a bonus project. This is my friend Candy's Picture Caddie, the gadget over to my left, and then the frame that she sent me. And you can easily interchange any design you want. I chose napkins because I think they're super easy. This fall napkin from the Dollar General was super easy to put into this frame. And then I used her Picture Caddie, which is the little gadget that actually holds the picture or whatever you put into the frame in place. And it makes it super easy and convenient to swap out with any napkin or any design that you want for your picture. I ended up tucking this inside of a fall wreath and making a bow for the wreath. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I hope that you'll stick around and check out all of my fall projects. I put the link in the description for you. As always, my friend, stay creative.